Welcome everybody to Very Important Geeks, and we have 1 week left until Christmas, so that means last minute gift guides. Now for all of you who celebrate Christmas out there, and for you holiday slackers, here are some very important last minute gifts for your photography loving, keyboard clacking person in your life. Now this top 10 list is made out of things that I use absolutely every day of my life for this channel and for my everyday job. So I know firsthand that these things are fantastic and I would recommend them to anybody. First up, we have the Tech Pouch by Peak Design. Now being able to have all my small things that I need, all the accessory cables and whatever, close at hand and ready to go at a moment's notice is absolutely essential. It keeps things tidy and I can just throw the whole pouch in a bag if I ever just need to pick it up and go. And then when I need stuff, I know I just need to go look for this pouch. I can find it, open it up. It's got plenty of little pockets, zippers, little elastic bits so you can put pens, pencils, cables, SD cards, batteries in there, and more. Now it's got a nice durable outside, waterproof zippers, a lot of places to connect to with your other Peak Design stuff, or just being able to strap it down into whatever pouch or bag that you have. Pretty fantastic. This goes for $60 on Peak Design's website. Next up, because I have a small studio and I need to get really creative with the way I film things and where I can place my camera, I highly recommend a Joby Gorilla Pod. Now these come in many different weights for 1K, 3K, and 5K. That's the K stands for kilogram, so that's about the weight limit that they'll hold. This one is the 3K one, so I can put my Sony a6400 on it and bend it around, attach this to multiple different things, get it in any position that I really want to get the shot that I need. And this has been super valuable. I've had to jerry-rig a lot of overhead shots. It's able to get the camera at just the right angle I need for some of my other B-roll, so highly recommend this one. And their customer support is also really good. When I was using this, I got a little bit overzealous and one of these leg bits started to crack, so I contacted them about it and they were able to send me another one free of charge super quick. So check out the Joby Gorilla Pod, starting at 55 bucks. Next up, having to open switches manually and pricking my thumbs over and over and over with very sharp tweezers was more than enough for me to decide to invest in a dedicated switch opener. And this one I have here is from Novel Keys. I got it in this nice red color. It's made out of all aluminum and it splits apart in two, and it has support for Kailh switches and Gateron switches as well. And you'll find the switch openers on both sides, so you really get 4 total switch openers if you really have that many switches to deal with. And then it closes together magnetically, stores away, easy peasy. This runs for about 25 bucks on Novel Keys website. Next up, we have the Gateron switch puller for about 30 bucks. Speed up your switch removal by about 1000%. And I'm not kidding, I can do a whole 65% border in about 2 minutes with this. Now if you're gonna get this, go ahead and get the V2 version. The V1 still had some quirks that needed to be worked out, but the V2 seems to have solved all of those. And this works as simple as plunging it down onto the switch and pulling it out, and then plopping it right off. The only downside I found with this is that depending on your board layout, some switches are a little closer to the edge of the case, so you don't really have a lot of room to maneuver this and get it around. So still keep a pair of trusty manual switch pullers around just for those cases. Next up, I want to talk about smart plugs. Now you can find a whole bunch of different varieties of these if you just search on Amazon, and they range anywhere in price and functionality, but the premise is basically the same, just a switch that you can control through your phone. And for my YouTube setup, this has been really invaluable in just being able to command and control lights from my phone or through an Alexa integration or Google Home. I particularly like these ones. These are about 40 bucks for a pack of 4. I think they're called the HBN ones, but I like these because you actually get 2 outlets for 1, so you don't actually lose a switch, and both of these are smart, so you get a total of 8 different outlets for 40 bucks, and that's not bad at all. Now, because I do a lot of builds and stuff, I find that a Lube station is very valuable for helping me stay organized, being able to keep track and count how many switches I've done, and just making it a nice, methodical process. This one here is the Monstargear Lube station that I was able to get from Prevail Key Company. For 44 bucks, this one is able to accommodate a pen holder, a place for your lube, a place for your springs and your stems, and 70 switches. They do make a larger one of these too, which can accommodate over 100 switches. Now another thing that I found very handy on the go and for my home office setup is this. This is an Anker MagSafe battery pack, and this works just by attaching to the back of your iPhone or any MagSafe available thing, and it charges it. And better, it acts as a stand because this portion folds down, so you can use it as a stand that way. And the magnet is also strong enough to support this while in landscape as well. Pretty awesome. For about 60 bucks, this is a nice piece of kit, and it comes in a whole bunch of different colors as well. And Anker lately has just been making really good stuff, so check out their entire website. They got a whole bunch of things to look at. Again, not sponsored by the way, just a big fan. Though if they do want to sponsor me, Anker, reach out, come on, help a brother out. Next up are high-speed, solid-state external storage drives. Now, price of these are going to vary depending on capacity and read and write speeds, so pick whichever combo works best for your budget. Now, this one that I have here and use every day is the SanDisk Extreme Portable SSD drive. It's 1 terabyte and has a 1050 megabyte per second read and write speed. This one I think sent me back about $125 on Amazon. And the reason why I like this is not only because they're portable and they're tough, and because they're SSD you don't have to worry about like knocking things around and ruining it. These are nice, cheapable way to expand your internal storage, and you can save a little bit of money if you're ordering a laptop. Instead of having the internal storage built in, get one of these, and if you get one with fast enough write speeds, you can edit right off of this, which I often do. And if you take a look at something like building out the new MacBook, you can see that as you go up in internal storage, 1 terabyte, 2 terabyte, 8 terabytes, it gets exponentially more expensive. So for 1 terabyte, you would pay $200 to have it internally with the laptop. This was $125. 2 terabytes, you would pay $250 for one of these, but it's an extra $600 if you were to do it through the website to get it internally stored on the laptop. And then it just goes up even more exponentially from there. So these are a much better investment in my opinion. Next up, something easy to forget about, but there's just something beautiful about OEM camera batteries. I've tried a whole bunch of third-party batteries, and when you have a camera, you will need 5, 6, 7 of these. Honestly, the more, the merrier, just so you don't have to stop production, everything you're doing, just to go charge. You want to be able to just rapidly change it in and out, and always have some ready on deck. And for whatever reason, third-party batteries are troublesome. They seem to hold half the capacity, they lose their charge rate a lot faster. I had one actually bloat and expand inside my camera that I had to wedge it out, and imagine just if that had exploded inside the one camera that I have. After that incident, I vowed just to use OEM batteries. Just get a whole bunch of these. Yes, they're a little bit pricier, but they will last you. They will actually save you time because they will give you more time per charge. You can never have too many of these. And my last pick for the gift guide is a Wow Stick. This is a mini precision electric screwdriver with a little light, charges through USB-C, and the one I got came in a kit. Comes with a nice little case, magnetic screw pad, nice little stand to keep it on your desk, and a whole bunch of different precision bits ranging from hex, Phillips, flats, torque heads, and it makes light work out of very mundane things like unscrewing and screwing things from your keyboard. The only downside is that it is a bit whizzy and kind of loud. It's not terrible, but if you're doing a stream or if you're doing a YouTube video and you need to capture audio, this really might get in the way. But if that's not a problem or a concern of yours, I would highly recommend this 100% of the time. Now, the kit I got goes for about $60 on Amazon, but you can just get this by itself for a little bit cheaper. I've seen as low as about $35 or so. Well, I hope you found something exciting, interesting, useful in this gift guide. Let me know in the comments if any of these are making their way under your tree. And this will probably be the last video for this year as I take some time to spend with my family. And before I go, I wanted to say a quick thank you to everybody that has subscribed to the channel. I started the year with a very modest goal of just getting 100 subs, and now I'm well over 800 and approaching 900. And that's all thanks to you guys. I've got a lot of plans for the channel in the coming year, and I hope you'll stick around, and I hope everybody that's viewing gives me a subscribe, a like, a comment, hitting that notification bell so you know when I upload more nonsense too. So Merry Christmas to everybody, Happy Holidays, and I'll see you in the new year. Geek out.